Hey, it's Mike from Louisiana, and yes, you read that title correctly. I did not eat a meal for 12 days. Now, you might be thinking, why the heck did you not eat for 12 days? And how did you do that? Because some of us can't even go like a whole meal without eating. So in this video, I want to talk about that, break it down, and let you know what I did and how I did it, how much weight I lost, and what benefits I got from not eating for that long. So stay tuned. If you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button and follow along for other cool stuff that I talk about. Okay, so let's get into it. Not eating for 12 days. So let me kind of go back to the beginning and tell you why I did it and have I done this before? And the answer to that one is a big yes. And what did I drink or eat during that time? So during the 12-day fast, I'm gonna call it a 12-day fast. So what I was doing, I was fasting. And so during the 12 days of fasting, I consumed, I ate no meals. And so basically, I was drinking fresh juice and water during this fast. And I'm gonna show you a couple little videos here of what I was juicing. And really honestly, if you have any questions about juicing, then go to my other videos. I have a playlist about that. And the most questions I get out of everything when I post a juicing video is, what do you juice? How do you juice? Well, go to that playlist. There's some videos on there. And I actually take you to the grocery store in this video right here, and I'll show you what I buy at the grocery store. So I really was led by God into this fast, and so I was just obeying. Now in the church world, I'm gonna say that the word and the concept of fasting has kind of fallen out of fashion, let me say. And so it's not as popular as it used to be. Why? I think because it's hard. And I think that it's something that we as human beings have to do to kill our flesh. We don't like to do that. I think we live in a world now even more so that we are just constantly being entertained. We like to get what we want it now. And that is totally the opposite of fasting. Fasting is being patient, fasting is waiting, fasting is denying yourself, and it's pretty much just taking your will and putting it in control of your whole body. We as human beings and we as Christians, a lot of us in the church, we don't let our will control our soul. We let our emotions control our soul. We let our mind control our soul. When our soul is a three-part being, it's mind, will, and emotions. And so when we begin to take our will and put it first and let that one speak to the other two and say, shut up emotion, shut up mind, I'm going to do this, so that way I can benefit spiritually from it. It's something that the church just has kind of, in my opinion, has kind of lost. And so maybe I'm a little bit old school, but I really believe that it's something that the church needs to grab a hold on to if they are going to weather what's coming up in the future here. So for me particularly, I really believe God was leading me into a fast and praying for some specific reasons. So during this fast, I really got some spiritual benefits from it because my flesh was so much subdued. I was able to really focus in on prayer and reading and different things like that. Okay, so what did I drink while I was fasting? Of course, like I said, the vegetable juices. Now this one I did a little bit differently because I fasted in the past. I've done 21-day fasts, 40-day fasts. I've done those. And this particular one, I wanted to try something different, which was just juicing like one vegetable at a time or one particular thing at a time, just to try it out. So the first couple days I did just watermelon rinds. There's a big source of nutrients in the watermelon rind. A couple of days I did just celery, and then I did like romaine lettuce and just some different things. Now I did not like this. I found myself feeling very low energy, whereas I think if I would have added some apples and some lemons and some different things like that, which I later did in my fast, I kind of went back to the way I used to do it, and I really felt a lot better. So just a little personal experiment that I did in that. Now, Before I get into a little bit more, I just want to say that I am not a doctor. I am not a medical a person of medical knowledge like that. So what I'm doing is just sharing my personal experience with you. I am not telling you to go fast. I'm not telling you to do a juice fast or anything like that. Let me make that abundantly clear. This is just for entertainment only, and I'm just letting you know what I did in my personal life. Another benefit that I got from the fast, of course, was a physical benefit. I was feeling terrible. I was feeling just bleh. I mean, really, just the standard American diet was very bad. And so I know that whenever I get to a certain point where my body just doesn't feel right, I've got to cleanse it. And so in a fast, you pretty much shut down all the major organs that are for, you know, food consumption, you know, for food processing. So like my stomach kind of shut down, and it allows your body to rest those things and allows your body to heal those things in that area. So like your kidneys and your liver and your pancreas, all these things kind of get to rest and rejuvenate. So fasting is nothing new. There are a billion videos on YouTube about fasting. I have learned over the years what my body, how it reacts and what it does when I fast. And so I've learned that you got to drink a lot of water. And so I drink a lot of water during my fast, probably more than I ever had before, which means I had to pee a lot, which is part of the process. But you know, it's all good because toxins are coming out of your body. They're flowing out. So I really just slept great. I felt great. My energy level was low on this one, but after several days, probably like after the 8th or 9th day, I was really just clear-headed, and my thought processes were just like so much better than before, because before I was just like stumbling to get a thought and stumbling to have remember things, but now it's just like cleared up. So I did end my fast a few days ago, and so I want to share with you the pictures of before and after of my fast. Now, I'm not doing this to show off or anything like that. I just want you to see, you know, the physical change that happened. But more importantly to me is the spiritual change that I encountered, because anytime we deny our flesh, we are able to get closer to God. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I see as the true benefit. And so I want to grow as a Christian every day, spirit, soul, and body. And so, you know, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, especially not me, and I make mistakes, but I want to get closer to God. And I really feel like at this time, in this season, in this hour of what we're going through, especially in the United States, we really need to, as Christians, we really need to get serious and focus and start pressing into God and to what He is saying about what is going on around us in this country. Because if we don't, the church is asleep, in my opinion, and will remain asleep. And things that the church should be standing up against will happen if we don't, as a church, rise up and stand up against it. Okay, that's just my opinion and how I believe on that. I feel very strong about that. So anyway, so if you have any comments or questions about fasting or anything like that, you can definitely put them down there below, and I'll help you out with my opinion as much as possible. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical physician or anything like that. I'm just a normal guy from Louisiana who is a little crazy enough to not eat for 12 days. So let me show you, this is what happened. This is what I looked like before the fast. And yes, I was miserable. I couldn't fit in my clothes. And every couple years, you know, life just gets me because I am a dad. I run several businesses. I have 4 kids. You know, I'm just a normal average American trying to grind it out in the US. So this is what I look like after 7 days on the fast right here. And then, of course, this is the final after 12 days. What I say, 12 days? I can't remember. It actually becomes a blur when you go through it. But yeah, actually 12 days of not eating solid foods. And yeah, so that was it. So now I'm gonna make another video here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing after the fast, because after you fast, it is so important to continue the lifestyle change, because a lot of times we are going in this direction and then we stop our life and say, you know what, I'm going to make a conscious decision to pivot and change the direction that I'm going with my eating, with a lot of my habits, you know, water consumption and sleeping and different things. The biggest thing is eating. And so when we come out of a fast, especially for me, when I come out of a fast, I have to have a game plan. So I want to tell you what I'm doing in the next video and show you exactly what my game plan is. And I'm actually working with somebody to move forward in that area so that way I can feel better. I'm like, I don't even remember, 45, 46 years old. So I have got to really keep myself in line because I want to be around for, you know, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and it really starts at this time in my life. And so I appreciate you watching. Again, if you have any questions, I would really like if you would subscribe and like this video, and I hope this helped you out. And again, if you want to see some more videos about juicing and stuff, you can go see some of my other videos in the playlist that I will put down below. All right, Mike from Louisiana, thank you very much, and I appreciate you.